Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today we are in the western tundra, on a hill east of the ravaged barrows, building a northern hill fort. Today's build was suggested by Ever So British on my Aquilonian Temple speed build, so thank you for the suggestion. This is an extensive fort built on a hill with a quite large footprint designed for supreme protection. But how do you achieve such a level of protection on the internet? Simple, NordVPN. If somehow you haven't heard of them before, NordVPN offers one of the best rated VPN services available, featuring super fast servers in 60 countries, no data logging, 24/7 customer support, double data encryption, the ability to watch Netflix from different countries, BBC iPlayer, etc., and much more to ensure you always stay safe on the internet. With unlimited bandwidth, a lightweight Chrome browser extension, and the ability to use Nord on up to 6 devices at the same time, including mobile devices, NordVPN is the best way to protect yourself and stay anonymous on the internet. It's simple to use, one click and you're both connected and protected. NordVPN is a great service, and it's also one of the best ways to help support me and the channel. Each video I make takes roughly between about 8 or 12 hours to make, so when you purchase NordVPN through my link, you really do help me out a lot. You can get 70% off NordVPN when you visit nordvpn.org/eradyt, or use code eradyt at checkout, which comes to $3.49 a month, or just about £3 if you're in the UK, which is a great price for the service. As always, a massive thanks to Nord for sponsoring the video. So, seeing as this is a speed build, let's get right into it while I explain the design. So, the suggestion asked for a really nice, simple Northern Hill fort using the Savage Frontier DLC. No real complexity or specific instructions in this suggestion, just that it should be on a hill, which really left the design open to my own interpretation. I initially wanted to create a design that featured a variety of different floors and rose up in a sort of segmented way, from the ground floor up, to create a build that looks very well defended and enclosed, which in the end turned out reasonably well, minus maybe a few faults. I think the main thing that would have improved this build would have been to just come in with a clear plan and design, as, the same as most of my other builds, I decided to just kind of go with the flow, though I do feel I should have planned out this build a little bit better. I think it could have improved some areas. However, I did end up adding some extra sections later on, including a smaller workshop near the entrance and a lookout tower off to the side that I think to help improve the feeling of the build I was aiming for, along with helping to develop the overall quality. Speaking of construction, the Savage Frontier DLC actually works really well in this location. Frontier is one of those DLC packs that doesn't work just anywhere due to how it looks, especially the exterior texture, but it definitely works up here in the tundra, and it looks pretty great. Well, looks great when it's not raining, that is, and up here it is raining most of the time. You'll also have seen that I'm using Frontier fence foundations instead of regular foundations. As I found out in my last build, the Ice Lodge, fence foundations really help me to plan out a build room by room and better pre-plan a structure, which definitely helps to keep my sanity somewhat intact for these bigger builds. Concept-wise, this was a pretty straightforward build. I wanted to create a fortress that could be packed full of soldiers, carpenters, cooks, smelters, smithers, armourers, and much more, to create not only a solid defensive structure but one that could also provide weapons, armour and resources for its own residents. The idea with this build is that the fort kind of never sleeps, and the residents and workers are on sleep rotation, so there are always guards in the towers and around the fort. Therefore that allows me to cut down on the bedroom space, otherwise I would have to build some pretty big bedrooms for this build. I think one of the things that could have really improved this build to be almost fully self-sustaining would have been a farm and animal pen, though I have only just thought of this now. An animal pen and farm definitely would have helped this build to allow the residents to cultivate their own food, rather than relying on leaving the fort to hunt the nearby animals, although they are plentiful in this area. So I think that's about all I have to say for now. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the speed build, and I will see you in the furnishing phase. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and again you can get 70% off NordVPN when you visit nordvpn.org/eradyt. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the furnishing phase. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to of course furnish. Approaching the build, I've lit the fort with hanging wall braziers, along with set braziers on the floor and wall lanterns for fill lighting. Heading across the bridge, we reach the Outlook Tower. This is a lookout post that watches over the surrounding valley and hills, and has a small rest area at the base for off-shift soldiers to relax. Entering the build and heading to the left, this is a small workshop and storage area I added towards the end of the build phase. This section of the build has quite good infrastructure links to rooms on the raised ground floor section above, as you'll see shortly. Heading up the stairs and entering the left side rooms, the first is a storeroom containing plenty of raw material which connects to the top of the small workshop. The room next door is another carpenter's workshop where the plentiful wood of the surrounding area can be processed. Entering the central room, this is the armourer's room, where metal can be detailed and put together, and the armour of enemies can be dismantled. The right side room is the forge and blacksmith's workshop, where metals are processed and formed into weapons, arrowheads and more for the residents of the fort. Entering the main hall, this is the dining room, providing plenty of seating, including a raised section for the leaders of the fort. The left side room is the kitchens, and it's a well stocked room where plenty of food can be processed, plated and served to the hungry soldiers and workers. The stairwell is an extensive one, providing access to all of the floors within the build. We'll take a stop at the first floor, which provides a view over the dining room, along with access to the communal bedrooms. These are very simple bedrooms with access to a long balcony, designed to provide a place to rest for the guards and workers constantly on rotation. Heading to the second floor, these are the guest and master bedrooms respectively. These bedrooms are decorated quite nicely, though I think the outside corridor is a bit weak in terms of decoration. Also, apologies for the frame drops in this section, my PC just decided it didn't want me to have 60 FPS for some reason. Heading to the third floor, this is the viewing bay, where soldiers can look over the surrounding area and store bows, arrows and more in the central chests. It's also where soldiers would hold a last stand if needs be, as all the enemies have to funnel into the choke of the stairwell and there's plenty of room up here to form up. Finally, the fourth floor, the top of the tower. For some reason the guard up here is almost naked. It's definitely not because I forgot to put armour on it or anything. Yep, totally not that. And there we have it, a northern hill fort in the western tundra, east of the ravaged barrows. Thanks for watching, and thanks again to Ever So British for the suggestion. I enjoyed this build, even though I think I may have over decorated the outside of the build with a spiked accents. Alas, I am fairly happy with how it came out. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know in the comments below if you have any build suggestions for future videos. As usual, absolutely anything is welcome. Don't forget to both follow me on Twitch and join the fun on our Discord through the links in the description. Also, again, don't forget you can get 70% off NordVPN when you use code ERADYT at checkout, or go through my affiliate link at nordvpn.org/ERADYT, which is both in the description and the pinned comment below. YouTube is currently my full-time source of income, so if you enjoy the content and would like to help support the channel so I can continue to put out the best content possible, do consider becoming a patron. There are multiple tiers of support from $1 to $20, offering many different benefits from a mention in every video to Discord roles, and even sneak peeks of every new video before anyone else. during the almost worldwide lockdown we're all currently going through, if you pledge $10 or more to the Patreon, you have access to those sneak peek videos, which are usually only on the $20 tier. The link to my Patreon is always in the description, so if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to consider becoming a patron. On that note, a thanks to our current patrons Sammy, Sir Dialot, Randar, Motals and Dawnfox. If you're new here, feel free to check out the rest of the content on the channel. There are new Conan Exiles videos coming every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you like what you see, subscribe and ring the notification bell to be the first to see the next video, and to join us on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.